I'm Barbara Britt, and I am a culture strategist. And today we're going to really go into deeply into why culture, the culture of things. And when I first started on this journey on culture, I started researching why people stayed with their jobs, why they left their jobs, why they didn't even apply. I went in with a group of people, SHRM people, and I was talking to them, and they said, well, we used to have 500 people applying, and now we get maybe two people apply, and then they don't show up for the interview. A lot of things have changed since the pandemic, and things will continue to change, and that's just life, right? So we have to find out what does culture do in the business. So I designed a survey that I could send out, and the company, you could the first part of the survey was about what you thought the culture looked like, lived like, smelled like, tasted like that you were in your business. What was the culture? The next set of questions came in, and you were asked how you took part in that culture. What was your part in that culture? And then I gave you questions, and you could answer, why do you think this? How is this displayed? What it has allowed people to do, because I will get all the surveys back to me. I get it all broken down into percentages, and the CEO, no one sees that survey. So what it has allowed me to do is to go and say, this is the perceived problem. This is what's going on. And then we work on the challenges, solutions, the desired outcome, and then your action steps. Well, let me tell you this. Once we could do that, and people felt like they were free to answer and even question themselves. Yes, that's right, because you are part of the culture. How you react, how we bring people on. Are we the type of culture that when a client walks in, they feel they're part of something bigger than themselves? They feel like the employees are happy? Or do you walk in and you go, something's not right? Because as soon as someone walks into your office, or your store, or your business, or your restaurant, or your hair salon, and goes, something's not right, they're not going to stay with you. They will not be a return customer, even if they loved you before. Because culture is something that we're not always aware of what's happening. We're just not aware, because it can slowly deteriorate over time. It can slowly get better. It can slowly be a wet blanket that smothers not only everybody in the company, but what that company could actually produce. It can smother the energy. So when I go into a company, the first thing I'm listening, I'm watching. They've done that survey. I've broken that survey down into edible parts. I don't show anybody what anybody wrote. That's not the whole point of it. It's awareness of your culture. Culture eats everything for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I don't care how many nice things you buy for somebody, or how many, break rooms that you have that have beautiful art. If the culture doesn't allow people to feel heard, feel valued, to be able to value others, it's got to be reciprocal. The culture has to be a place where I know that I am safe. You heard that word, right? I'm safe to grow. I'm safe to develop there. And not only that, but I'm safe to create. So think about the culture you find yourself in. And I'm talking about your home, your church, your businesses, nonprofits. The culture of anything is the most valuable thing that you will do. And like I tell my clients, what it costs you is what you paid me to come in and work with your team for 3 to 6 months, working and building on the culture of things. That's what it costs you. Because culture in itself, what I'm going to bring to you and how I'm going to develop it with you is systems that can be applied. But really and truly, culture is about humanity. It's about if you are the leader, and let's face it, from here all the way down and then back up again, everybody has the potential to lead. Should lead. Should feel part enough, should feel part of that whole so that they can create and develop. When you can do that in your business, people won't walk in tired. You know, on a Monday, people will come in excited because they're going to get to do something, get to create and be part of something, get acknowledged for it, acknowledged back. So as that leader, when you can step aside and you can bring up your people all the way up, then, and only then, is the culture going to be one that's healthy, one that can thrive, one that people can say, you know, I was thinking about this at home last night, and they get to be heard. How many times have you been in a meeting and you're coming up and someone cuts you off? Someone cuts you off. One of the most important things that you can do is at your roundtable meetings or at your weekly meetings, make sure that everybody can be heard, even if it's just 1 minute. Everybody has the potential. Everybody gets to bring their thoughts and their processes to the forefront. You know, I was really excited about something, and I was giving them some ideas of how to create and do that. And I said, I would really like to be part of developing that. I know how to do that. That's what I'm good at. And this was point blank, looked in the face, and they go, why does it matter who gets the credit for it? We can just take it and we can do it. Why does it matter that you have the credit for it? And I said, it's not the credit so much, is that if I've created, I've worked on it, I've set up all the plans, I want it to come to fruition. And someone else is going to look and say, well, what about this? And then they're going to be part of the vision. And someone else is going to say, well, how about this? And then you're going to have your IT person. The culture of things, you won't leave. People leave people. They don't leave organizations. People have to feel like they're heard, they're seen, what they can do, what they can create. You know, just one last thing on culture. If this is happening in your business, go to barbarabritt.com, to my website. Get a hold of me. Let me know. But this is what happened. And I just looked because I thought they're going to rephrase this. I know they're going to rephrase it. And they go, well, she's young. She's 24, and she just needs to be quiet and sit back and listen. Yes, you're right. She's 24. But out of your whole entire organization, she has more background and more layers of background than anybody here. How about you guys collaborate? How about you bring out her strengths, her talents, her giftedness? You bring out the different aspects that you can lend to it so that the whole company grows. The worst thing you can do for the culture of your company is tell someone that they can just be quiet and sit and listen for the next couple of years. Let's get past that. Let's develop cultures that build communities and families. And it can be done, and guess what? It costs you nothing but to hire me. Barbara Britt, culture strategist, and I really truly hope that I hear from you. Thank you very much.